The first time I felt the icy grip of suspicion clutch at my heart was in February 2018, just as I was preparing for a work engagement that should have excited me, yet all I could think about was Trevor. It was the morning I stumbled upon his company phone tucked away in our spare bedroom, a place he had started retreating to more frequently, leaving me feeling like a ghost in my own home. I tried to dismiss my growing unease, convincing myself that his late nights were simply due to work demands. But deep down, a gnawing dread whispered that something was terribly wrong. Our marriage, which once felt invincible, began to unravel like a frayed thread, with trivial arguments erupting over nothing and his absence creating a chasm between us that I couldn't bridge. We had met at a friend's barbecue 5 years ago, laughing under the stars as our chemistry sparked like fireworks. It felt like destiny. After 18 months of whirlwind romance, we exchanged vows and moved into a spacious apartment, our dreams intertwining like vines, but the reality of our relationship began to splinter in ways I never anticipated. As the months turned into years, his absences morphed from occasional late nights into a haunting presence in our lives, leading to a growing distance that felt insurmountable. One fateful evening, just as I was about to leave for a business dinner, my heart plummeted when I discovered a pink bra beneath the passenger seat of his car. My bra, an unmistakable sign that shattered any remaining illusions I had. In that moment, a cold wave of betrayal washed over me, confirming the worst fears that had been lurking in the shadows of my mind. I had been living a lie. Determined to unearth the truth, I took to tracking his movements, each note I jotted down feeding the fire of my suspicions as I watched him slip further away from me. Despite the mounting evidence, I desperately clung to hope, convincing myself that maybe I was just being paranoid, but deep inside, my intuition screamed that I needed to face the truth. Eventually, the day arrived when I could no longer bury my head in the sand. After preparing a heartfelt dinner, I confronted him, only to be met with a barrage of excuses and gaslighting that left my head spinning. With each defensive word he threw at me, I felt my grip on reality slipping, like sand through my fingers, as he twisted the narrative to paint me as the unreasonable one. But nothing could prepare me for the gut-wrenching moment when I saw him with another woman outside a bar. My heart shattered into a million pieces as I stood frozen, watching the man I loved betray me in the cruelest way imaginable. In the aftermath of that soul-crushing revelation, I sought refuge in a local bar, where I met James, a kind stranger, who listened to my heartbreak and offered a fresh perspective, igniting a flicker of hope in my shattered soul. James encouraged me to reclaim my life, to remember the woman I used to be before I lost myself in the shadows of Trevor's deceit, and for the first time in months, I felt the stirrings of courage. As I began to pack my belongings, preparing to move out, a sense of liberation washed over me, filling the void that Trevor's betrayal had carved into my heart. The days turned into weeks, and I threw myself into healing, spending time with friends who reminded me of my worth and rediscovering the joy of outdoor activities that had long been neglected. I even found a travel trailer to live in temporarily, a cozy sanctuary that allowed me to escape the heartache and begin anew, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of my past. Then, when Trevor reached out after months of silence, wanting to reconcile and professing his undying love and regret, I was caught off guard, my heart battling a storm of emotions. But the woman I had become knew I deserved so much more than the empty promises of a man who had shattered my trust. I stood firm, refusing to be pulled back into the web of his manipulation. Moving forward is a complex journey, fraught with pain and uncertainty, but I am determined to find happiness on my own terms, no longer tethered to a love that had become a source of torment. My journey has illuminated the importance of self-love and the undeniable strength that comes from starting over. And with each passing day, I feel more empowered to embrace the future. I am excited for what lies ahead, knowing that I possess the resilience to carve out a life filled with joy and authenticity, free from the shadows of betrayal. Thank you for watching. For more real stories and powerful dramas, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore our I Will View 2 channel.